All right, welcome to the first ever Dust Off. If you listen to the Snake Draft, you know that this guy tried to make the claim that red Doritos
nacho cheese
produce as much dust as Flamin Hot Cheetos, which is patently false.
You're talking about me getting my fingerprints on everything. If you're telling me hold on, let me finish my argument.
Okay.
If you finish a bag of Doritos and go and wipe your face or wipe your the back seat, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna get over it. Don't get me wrong.
It's not gonna be any better than or worse than
I think it would be
Cheetos.
worse. I think Flaming Hots do leave a thicker dust on your hands.
Flaming Hots have more dust, but they both have dust.
I think there's only one way to find out.
Let a dust off.
That's not even what I said. He's slandering. He's red Ed. He's trying to control the media narrative, typical for a communist bastard like him.
Time out. Why are we even doing this experiment if you agree with it?
It's no. I said all you guys are making a big fuss about me getting the Flamin' Hot Cheeto prints, which I totally understand that is an occupational hazard when eating a Flaming Hot Dorito or Cheeto, is that you're going to get red fingers. It's going to look like food dyes all over your hand like you murdered somebody. But the same case can basically be brought up for Doritos.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
So you have to eat the full bag.
Yes. First Barstool Chicago Dust Off. It's a dust off, Dave. You ever been in a dust off?
I'm tired in my life, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're fucked. These look like a little not as orangey. Okay, 5 chips in. Oh, looking tough for Flaming Hots.
You said the dust too. Yours is just a lighter hue. Don't you know about the hues? We gotta eat the whole bag.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately we do. Chuck. Let the record show he's going mandible claw. He's going fucking.
This is how I reach in. I just
He's going fucking neck fully in this bitch. I don't know why, but this is like a chore right now.
It's like
Shouldn't be like this.
There's nothing enjoyable about just doing it for sport now.
I think I made a cardinal flaw. I went too deep on a chip. My finger got a little wet.
You're in trouble now.
They're gonna hurt me.
Because now you're going to have more dust sticking to your fingers.
I know. The dust off, baby.
17 times 3 is 51 plus 8.5. 595 calories in this bag.
It's pretty good math, Dave.
Fourth time.
I would allow you to dump the rest of it in your mouth.
Clear bag?
You're good?
You're good.
Dave is good. Dave, this is your paper. I'd like you to stand over here.
No, how do we do it? Do we drag?
Who do you got though?
But that's not the argument. Like
question.
It's Dave, right?
the argument was dust. So the amount, not the color, not
Dude,
the.
this is like not even close though.
Have you ever gotten your fingerprints taken at the local police department?
I have.
So that each person.
You don't do it like that. You go like this.
All right, Dave, you're first. Yeah, do it like that. Nope, but your
Dave,
whole
put
hand.
your
Your whole hand. Your whole hand. Put your whole hand.
What does it matter? He eats
Line
like
up
the
your
fucking
fingers, and we'll press it down like this. Okay, lift it up.
All right.
Dead.
So I at least got to go roll too, right?
Yeah. Roll, and then we'll press.
Oh, I see.
Press. Push them down there, and we'll press.
My fingers all
Flat. No, I want flat. So the amount of dust, I think, is like just about the same. That's obviously a darker color.
Thumb is really.
It's wet. It was a wet thumb. It was
Let's
a
see
wet
your
thumb.
thumb.
Drag.
Yeah, because I would say, Dave, you still have more dust on your hands. That's disgusting.
Try to get as much off as possible.
Yeah, I think
see,
that-
Look!
Whoa.
But like he's got now. Look at his hand though.
Yeah.
He's got not much left. You still have,
Because I have a
You
darker hue. Do you not know about the color wheel and the hues?
but
look.
you have more dust particles caked onto your fingers.
It's an optical
I
illusion.
don't think it is. I can
Dude,
see the
what are you
pigment in his
talking
hands.
about? It's
You
like
can't? Look at all the fucking
you're
skin.
basically telling America that you don't use a napkin because you're not wiping them down at all.
I mean,
No.
that's a lot of dust.
I would lick my fingers.
Look at
and
that
then-
thumb. That's a third.
Go
dab
and get
of
the
that
rest
thumb.
of yours off.
Look at that.
You
Much less.
did it
Oh,
raw.
I didn't love that. You gotta look at it.
Much less than your third dab of the
Your
thumb.
third. I mean, Dave.
Yeah,
But
your Dave's middle finger
Dave,
for me is
is-
telling the whole story.
Is the difference so crazy where you're like, oh, that guy's gonna get fingerprints.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
gonna
look
get
at this. This is
It's
a,
not. You're crazy. You're fucking crazy.
You need a shower right now versus what he's got.
No.
All right, then it's the second test. Both wash your hands. They just gotta lick it.
Of course you lick. You're on a fucking car. You don't got access to a sink. We're not in an RV. We're in a Nissan.
Well,
Altima.
hand wash, and then we'll come back and we'll see the second one.
Cool.
I mean, if you're looking at these pieces of paper right here, Exhibit A, Exhibit B, I think there's clearly more dust on the Cheeto dust than there is on the Dorito dust, which is kind of what we thought to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be biased because of the different hues, but residue is such a huge component to me with dust off. For Dave, I mean, there's just several clumps. We're getting to the clump component. And when you talk about dust, it's not just the dust, it's the accumulation of dust, it's the way the dust sits on your TV shelf, etc. And it's clear that White Sox Dave's has the consistency that's going to...
I feel like if we had a very high-powered, high-tech scale, Dave's sheet of paper would weigh more.
Yeah, like if we took this to our local drug dealers, we won't, but if we did, I'm sure this one would come out less favorable.
All right, you ready? Here's the final results.
How are we doing it?
Let me. We're just judging whose hand's cleaner.
Yeah.
Oh, look pretty clean.
I don't think this determines anything.
I don't think that really matters.
Look at his-
Whoa,
look at
we
his
got-
fingernails.
We got fingernail
Wait, let me
residue under here. Looks like.
I got none of that.
Sure. Is that gonna
I mean, like
put a hamper on the road trip like you guys were
and
crying
on your
bloody
thumb here over here
No,
too.
that's just
blood.
me.
That's
Regardless, Chief, you crown the dust-off champion.
you know, it's closer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be.
And I never said that. I thought it'd be pretty close.
I'm pissed that we just washed off with soap and water. We should have just done
Finger
like a
licks.
straight, like raw napkin, because you're in a car. You're not gonna.
That's
That was
finger
a dumb
licks.
move.
But-
And I would have blown him out if we did that.
I think there's a higher weight and density of dust here, and
Go
I
get a
also
scale.
think. Well,
We're at the drug dealer's
I
side.
You can
also.
raise my arm now.
I also.
Yeah, right
I also think
You-
that.
but you're not listening to the
The
argument.
hue is the crux of the problem. Like we almost
off
didn't
champ.
even need it. That
Congratulations.
Doritos is the
First ever
superior
dust off
in
champ,
terms of
our
dust.
Chicago office. You know, Dave put up a good fight. A lot
It
of
went
people
the
favored
distance.
Eddie coming in this. Exactly. Went all 15 rounds.
Congratulations. First dust off. First ever dust off.
We'll have another
Settle.
dust off.
Dust off to the dust off. Dust up.
Go listen to the dog walk.